In Proverbs 22:1, it says, "A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches and love and favor, rather than silver and gold." I'm going to tell you guys about something that scares me. One thing that scares me is if I pass away and I left behind a bad name and that nobody shows up to my funeral, that old friends don't show up or a lot of family members don't show up, and I basically have like the people that really stood next to me, my kids and kids' mother and brother, couple brothers and sisters, and no one show up. That puts fear in me because of the choices that I've made. You know, I want to leave behind a good name, not for myself, but mainly for my son and my daughter. I want my son and daughter to be able to go to places and they be like, good in areas. You know, people be like, your dad was a good man. We got you. Don't worry about it. Or have my brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts and uncles, be around and my name pop up and it not be negative. It'd be like, man, Stephen was such a cool person, and he was so humble, uh, uh, and let them speak, positive about me on the things that I've done in this life. I don't want to leave behind a bad name. I don't want to leave behind a name where that makes my family tree look bad. I don't want that. I don't want my last memory being of me dying in a car wreck drunk or of an overdose. You know, I don't want that. I fight for that to never happen. That's why me as a believer, I keep fighting. I keep fighting. And when I read the scriptures and I read something like that, I take it to heart. And sometimes I want to break down and cry because I'm fighting to make a name for myself, for my children, and for my family tree, and for old friends. I want old friends to be like, man, I remember when Stephen was like this, but the Lord, he really gave his life to God. He really represent for Jesus Christ, and he didn't care what nobody said. He went out there and he preached the gospel to people, and he prayed for people, and you know, we admire that. That's what I want my friends from the past to remember me by. And I fight every day to make